As you all know, my good friend Admiral Gilfrey died last night. After investigating his death, myself and Dr. Frumple have determined that it was no accident. Somebody wanted Gilfrey silenced, and they wanted it so badly that they'd resorted to murder.
なんかこれクライマックスかい？よくある犯人はお前だみたいなじっちゃんの何かけ亭的なもしくは眠りの小五郎が出てくるあのシーンですかこれ。
And what's more, that person is in the room with us right now.
Yes, I think that was rather implied, Frumple. Now, all of you were invited here by Gilfrey, and several of you had ideas why that was so. All of you were wrong. Now, to recap. Yesterday, guests started arriving here. At some point, we don't know when, somebody dumped a large quantity of salt into Gilfrey's water supply, an action that ultimately led to his death.
Rotten way to go.
Now, as well as killing Gilfrey, it seems the criminal was also looking for something. They were searching the attic when they were disturbed by Ambrose, the butler. They ran and locked him in order to escape without anybody sounding the alarm. They escaped the house, briefly dropping the key to the cellar, which they'd also locked to hide their crime. Something must have gone wrong though, as we know that nobody is missing, so they presumably returned here after failing to escape the island.
Well, go on then. Who was it?
Well, Frumple, that's the interesting question, and I'm afraid that right now I don't know the answer. But let us examine the facts and discuss the subjects one at a time. Reverend Peabody, we know that you went up to the attic at one point, and we also know what you have been looking for up there. You have a secret, and you were terrified Gilfrey would reveal it.
You can't mean... I didn't.
No, I think not. So what about Beryl? You've worked for Gilfrey for years, but felt hurt that he didn't reciprocate the feelings you had for him. Perhaps you finally snapped and decided that if you couldn't have him, nobody could.
Oh my lord! I never...
No? Well then, let's turn to Sir Winslet. You believe that Gilfrey didn't approve of you. In point of fact, you were wrong about that, and the reason you're here is that he valued you as a journalist and wanted you to help with his announcement.
Oh, I see.
Plus, of course, there's the matter of the inheritance. You are not a rich cat, but Constance is now a very wealthy lady. With the supposed impediment to your union out of the way, your money woes are over.
Now, come on, old thing, be serious.
Very well, let's move on. To Dame Celia. With the narcissism typical of members of the acting profession, you actually believe that Gilfrey invited everybody here to reveal your closely guarded secret. Is this enough of a reason for you to kill?
Will you stop going on about my bill, young man? There's nothing in it.
通じてる？
Stupid bat left the trumpet in the other room.
通じてないね。
Well, no matter. We still have other suspects, such as Madame Lavinia.
Oh, no, you can't suspect me.
And why not? You believe, incorrectly as it turns out, that you are a fraud. Gilfrey, a rational chap, might want to expose this to the world. Maybe fearing this, you took matters into your own hooves.
But
I'm not finished yet. We still have Miss Price to consider.
Of course, you'd forget about me until the end.
You worked with Gilfrey, helped him with his research. Maybe you feared he would take all the credit for your work. After all, he took your notes and papers. Perhaps a lifetime of being underappreciated boiled over and you did away with him.
Perhaps. Is that what you really think, Mr. Winklebottom?
No, probably not. However, that is just about everybody, except for Mr. Spode here. I suppose there could be something we don't know about Gilfrey's legal matters that could give you a motive.
Could be, old boy, but there isn't.
No, Spode has been Gilfrey's solicitor for years. Hard to imagine him suddenly developing a sudden desire to murder him.
コンスタンスは？
So what now? Who did it?
Who's the killer? I'll tell you. Right now, the killer. The killer. I don't know. Blast, I was rather hoping they might be gracious enough to expose themselves at this point.
Oh, bugger. So what now? More questioning?
Well,
あとここに2人いないな。刑事と執事がいないな。
Actually, sir, if you don't mind,
あ、いた。
I have a question for you.
Culver, glad to see you back in the land of the living. What is it?
Well, sir, I was just wondering why you keep referring to this fellow as Spode.
Because that's who he is, Spode of Spode and Flabbernacle Solicitors.
No, he isn't. Look, sir, I spend a lot of time in court giving evidence and what have you. I know
なんだって
Spode, both of them, in fact. And this chap isn't him.
Damn your eyes. Price, follow me now.
Good night, everyone.
え
Damn it, the lights are out. Somebody, stop them.
カエルとカメレオンか。第3幕神と怪物。
Quickly, Frumple, hurry, we mustn't lose track of them.
Easy for you to say with those whacking great stilts you call legs. Now where have the buggers got to?
This way, they're heading off in the direction of the forest.
Now where do we go?
I'm sure they came in here. We can't be far behind them, but which way did they go? There must be some clue.
Eh? 手がかり?
A rather mysterious skull from a species unknown to us. The papers we discovered in Guilford's safe.
Ah, となんか本なかった? 本が一冊あったような。どうしよう。とりあえずまっすぐ。なんか今こっち怪しかった。
No, we've lost them.
どうしよう。ノーヒント。始まった。第3幕。
Quickly, Frumple, hurry.
Easy for you to say with those whack...
This way. They're...
もう戻れないのか。
Now where...
I'm sure they came in here. We can't be far behind them, but which way did they go? There must be some clue.
Oh. やっぱなんかちょっと煙がふわっとなる方向があるよね。そっちやっぱ向かってみようか。ずっと左だけど。
No, we've
あれ
lost them.
違うのかな。こっち。こっち。こっち。左。右。
Finally, a way through this
見つ
wretched
かった？
forest.
合
Rumple,
ってたのか
look,
な。
what's that coming through the mist?
I say, I don't much care for that thing. What on earth is it?
My God, Frumple, it's an abomination.
He's making a run for it.
人かな。
After him, he may lead us to Price and our imposter, Spode.
そうか。毛がない生き物。動物からしたら人か。ってこともあるね。灯台着いた。やっぱりそうだ。森を抜けたら灯台なんだ。
Ugh, I'm all covered in dried twigs and leaves from the forest. No sign of that creature, or Price or Spode, but they must surely have come this way.
うん。
They must be inside this lighthouse. We've got them trapped.
The doors are locked tight with a padlock.
We'll have to get it open somehow. We have to find them.
こっちは
It's locked. Damn it.
Sneaky buggers. Let's find another way in.
これかな。
It's no good. The padlock is too strong to prise off with the crowbar.
うんふん。
I'm not really inclined to start. I'd really rather not. I'd really rather.
これだ。
No, I don't think. I'm really not sure.
なんじゃい枝と葉枝と葉
I'd really rather. This is locked.
Remember how the limehouse lizards cracked open that safe containing the Duchess's pearls? We could do the same. Blast the blasted thing off.
Problem is, I don't have anything to blast it open with.
Here, I still have some of that gunpowder we took from the caves. Thought we'd grab some extra just in case. You can have the rest of the contents of my pockets too, in case it's of any use.
火薬持ってんのあれ針と糸もあった。ただ火がないよ。
Right, I'm going to pour this gunpowder into the
う
padlock.
ん。
This is locked. Any ideas, old thing?
We need to get into that cellar. A genius like you should be able to do something with those things I gave you.
火を起こす。どうやって
This seems It's no good. The
難しいな。
I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure.
マッチないもんな。マッチ1本だけだったもんね。なんで火消えちゃうかな。ここに来て。
No. No. This seems
No,
I don't think.
戻れる
We can't go back now.
戻れない。
I have reservation. I'd really rather.
完全に
I'd really rather.
完全に総当たり戦。 頭蓋骨なん
I
か
have reservations.
紙の
This
束
seems un.
Eh?
I'll place some of the thread from this sewing kit into the lock and run it a safe distance.
ほう。導火線ってこと？普通の糸が導火線になるかな。あとやっぱ火つけるのは
I'm not really. I'd really rather.
これなん
Okay,
だ
I soaked the fuse in the last trace of oil from this lantern. Now
なる
it
ほど
should
ね
light.
オイルは残ってた。その情報欲しかったでこれで導火線として役には立つ。あと火花
I
を
have I'm not really. I'm really not.
火花どうする？火花つくやつある？
No, I don't.
これか。
Okay, hopefully I can use these twigs to generate a bit of a spark.
It's going. Stand back, old thing.
違う違う違う。どうやって火つけたのどうやって火つけたのよ。
Almost there now.
そこよ。そこに悩んでたんだから、火のつけ方に勝手に火ついたな。
This is it. This.
え？嘘？あ、壊れた。
The padlock is loose now, but I still can't prise it off with my bare hooves.
うんふん。
That's it! The padlock is off. Finally, I
Yes.
can open this hatch.
あ、なんだ？なんで緑色？
My God, Frumple, what is this place?
うわ
Just what has been happening here?
あ、この緑色の光はこれか。で、なんかいるぞ、中央に。うわぁ。人体というか生体実験。目玉が。ちょっとカーソルが急に速くなった。
I say, a chap could probably hide in here if he or she wanted to.
The same thought had crossed my mind, old thing. Okay, ready? Aha!
Oh well, better look next time, eh?
うん。扉。早い。早いな。この辺調べられないってことでいいかい？何もないということは。テーブル。うわぁ。
Good grief, what macabre experiments have occurred down here?
手前の人は？あの人はもしかしてスポーク？
This equipment looks like it can deliver a heck of a shock to the system. Might be useful to kickstart a chap's ticker.
Or start one up from scratch, perhaps? What on earth are these things?
They're abhorrent, blasphemous creatures. Occupizers too.
I wonder, could these be related to that strange skull Gilfrey found?
Their noggins would seem to be about the right shape, though these poor chaps don't look like the healthiest specimens of whatever species they are.
That creature outside, though. Are these previous attempts to create that thing? Is that even possible?
Dashed if I know. I can help chaps keep hold of life, but creating it from nothing? Fellows that did that would be a damn sight cleverer than me, that's for sure.
Well, this doesn't help us with our immediate concern in any case. Various chemicals and concoctions, a cure for what ails ya?
Wouldn't go sipping those willy-nilly. Some nasty stuff there.
A book about something called DNA. Mean anything to you, Frumple?
Looks like biology, but nothing I was ever taught. If I don't know about it, it's likely just bunkum and balderdash.
出口。ああ、そういうことか。じゃあ猿グッズ話をされた人物。
I say, Winklebottom, who's this unfortunate figure?
Quickly, Frumple, we should get this gag out of his mouth. Right, old boy, soon have this out of your mouth.
あ、やっぱスポード。
Thank you, sirs. I rather feared my number was up. What on earth is going on here?
That was rather going to be my question. May I ask with whom I have the pleasure of conversing?
Oh, how rude of me. My apologies. I am Ulysses Spode of Spode and Flabbernacle. At your service, sir.
I say, you're the fellow that Toad chap is impersonating. Not that you tricked me for a second, you understand.
He tied me up just as I arrived at the island. Asked all sorts of questions about me and my client, Mr. Gilfrey. You know the Admiral?
提督
Yes, indeed, and I'm afraid I have some
Oh,
rather sad news
Gilfrey
in
の
that
ことか。
regard. However, right now we must urgently search his laboratory. We're really in an awful hurry.
Oh, be careful. There's something ghastly going on in here. Have you seen that thing? That creature, all hairless and pallid? Oh, never in all my days have I set eyes on such a thing.
We'll be careful, and we'll be back to set you free as soon as possible.
Oh, don't mind me, old thing. I'll just wait here until you're ready.
なんか足跡がこう下の方に右下の方に伸びてってるな。よし、扉行こう。
Blast, it's locked.
Eh?
Spode and Price could be through here.
Bloody locked doors. As soon as we get back to London, I'm getting one of those skeleton keys that Charlie Weasel used for breaking into all those nightclubs.
What on earth? Why has the light gone out?
怖っ。
Ow! I say, what was that?
Ouch. Something bloody well stabbed me.
Gentlemen,
怖い。
Price, what's going on here? And where is Spode?
oh, Mr. Winklebottom. I'm sorry it had to come to this. Why did you have to start poking your noses into things that don't concern you? I just wanted to be left alone with my work, but you wouldn't let me, would you? The same as Gilfrey wouldn't let me.
I don't understand. Are you saying you killed Gilfrey?
I didn't, as it happens. But does it matter, really? He had to be stopped. He was going to tell the world about my discovery. Stop my experiments.
That creature.
It is not a creature. It is a human.
やっぱり。
I say, a what?
A human. Homo sapiens, if you want its scientific name. Oh, you'd find them fascinating, Doctor. Before the world as we know it existed, they ruled the earth, you know, built great cities and fought terrible wars. They were like gods.
じゃあこの世界は我々が滅びた後なんだ。
Sounds like you want to take their place. You're playing God.
I have recreated them. Just a tiny trace of biological matter on that skull was all I needed. From just that, I was able to create cells, and from cells, a whole body.
Took you a few goes, though, by the looks of it.
Nobody's perfect, Mr. Frumple. The mistakes were unfortunate, but an essential step in my work. And the final result, well, he is perfect.
I'm starting to see why Gilfrey wanted to stop you. It was you he was trying to get rid of, wasn't it? He wanted you off the island and your work stopped.
He didn't understand. Wanted to just tell the world about everything. They would have taken my creation from me. Lucky for me that others wanted the secret kept too.
The imposter, Spode.
He's their representative. He's just here to help get me and my work away from this place. His organization is most insistent that this discovery is kept secret from the general public. They, at least, appreciate me.
It was him, wasn't it? He poisoned Gilfrey to keep him quiet.
No, sorry. That's enough.
あ
I've just been keeping you
あ、や
talking
っぱなんか
long
刺され
enough
た
for
ん
the
だ。
poison
撃
to
たれたん
kick
だ。
in. It should be well into your system by now. Can you feel it?
Oh, I'm feeling a bit peaky, old thing.
Me too, Frumple.
I'm sorry I had to do it. But you would have stopped me, wouldn't you? I have to get off the island with my work like we planned before the wretched storm ruined everything.
Wait, stop. Let's discuss this like civilized animals. It's not too late.
Sorry, Mr. Winklebottom. The boat should be here by now, and you've most kindly found the papers Gilfrey took from me. We've been searching high and low for these. And you've brought the skull too, I see. I'll have those.
Wait, No.
うーん。
Frumple. Frumple, snap out of it.
I don't feel so good, old thing.
Quickly, we need to find an antidote. I need you, Dr. Frumple.
あれ普通に。
Ah, doctor, I need a doctor. Come on, old boy, you have to help. There are lots and lots and lots and oh, I'm repeating myself. The point is, there must be something we can do with all these chemicals.
Give me a moment, I need to think in my head. Ah, I know.
Well?
Well, I remember my school holidays in summer running through the grass. The color of the leaves on the trees, everything was so happy then.
I'm not sure this is helpful.
It just popped into my head when I was thinking about how to make an antidote.
え
Come on, old boy, what do we need to do?
Well, I remember my school holidays in summer running.
緑ってこと言ってる？緑だな。
Chin chin, old boy, and down the hatch. Ugh. Come on, Frumple, concentrate.
Met a chap one day who'd made the most delicious honey. I got it all over my face and clothes. When Nanny washed it off, it left the bathwater such a lovely color, like liquid sunlight.
黄色か。よし。
I hope this tastes better than it looks. No, it was worth.
だいたいこれね3回でしょ。
I really hope some part of you knows what you're doing here, old thing.
One day I stayed out too late and it started to get dark. I stumbled and fell into a ditch. The brambles cut my arms and legs,
Aka.
something wicked. The blood stained my lovely white shirt a terrible color.
赤。揺れる。よし。
Well, here's mud in your eye, old boy. Blah.
まだ。
Is there any more, my friend?
Eventually, the end of summer came. I had to go back to school. No bosses who called me names. I spent the last day just laying down, looking up at the clear summer sky, hoping the day would never end. Still remember the color even now.
晴れた夏の空。青。
Okay, bottoms up. Yeah.
お
Oh, my head. My word, those chemicals tasted absolutely foul.
They did the job though, eh?
Indeed they did. Well done, my scholarly sidekick.
We'd better get a move on though. Catch up with the rogues before they scarper.
Yes, come on, let's head back outside and see what's happening. Spode.
Well, no. But I'm sure you know that by now. I thought I'd got away with that, you know. Would have too, if not for you meddling mammals. Just needed to play for a bit of time for our boat to arrive and get myself, Bryce, and her creation away from here.
You did it, didn't you? You killed Gilfrey.
Old fool was going to go public about what he'd found. We couldn't allow that.
Why not? What harm would it do?
Harm? My dear Winklebottom, it would be catastrophic. So much of what we think of as our society comes from them, you know, the humans. We cannot allow their existence to become public knowledge.
And so, just for that, you killed him?
No choice. We needed to tie up all the loose ends. Keep him from talking and get Bryce, her creature, and the research off the island.
Only you couldn't, could you? You didn't know about the safe, so couldn't find his papers. And then, having wasted time looking for them, the storm stopped you getting away.
Inconvenient, that was. Fortunately, we ran into Spode, and as nobody else knew him, that gave me a convenient cover to carry on looking for the research. A solicitor looking through papers. Nobody would give a second thought.
But why not just talk to Gilfrey, explain things to him? You didn't need to kill him.
Too big a risk. Whatever else the humans were, they made sure everybody knew their place in the world. Kept order. We need that. Our society has been shaped, molded into a replica of theirs to keep our own instincts at bay. Imagine if that got out. It would be chaos.
Well, you've buggered it up now, haven't you? We all know, and we're not going to keep quiet about it.
うわ物騒なものを
You and the others are never leaving this island. I'm sorry, but that's how it's got to be. This whole thing goes far deeper than you know. And I'm afraid the two of you are just some more loose ends that I need to deal with.
You absolute bounder!
No! Get off us, you fool! You'll have us all over the edge!
どういう状況
Frumple! No!
えグランプルが立ち向かったってことなんだよね。でも後ろからなんか人が来てたな。
Well then, Culver, can I offer you a cup of tea before you go?
Most kind, sir. Most kind. I say, lovely service, wasn't it? Dr. Frumple would have enjoyed it, I think.
Indeed so, indeed so. Reverend Peabody gave a most moving sermon.
All a bit quick to my mind, but I suppose they know what they're doing.
Indeed, the impetuousness of youth, I suppose. Winslet and Constance looked very happy in any case, and Miss Clutterbuck was overjoyed that she caught the bouquet.
結婚したんだ。
Shame old
結
Frumple
婚式があっ
wasn't
た
be
ん
there.
だね。
Have you seen him today?
Not yet. They say he should be out of hospital in a day or so.
そうなん
I
だ。
think his demand
生
for
きてる
tea
ん
is
だ。
something to test the patient and the nurses, truth be told.
And he still has no idea how he managed to get back onto the beach after his fall?
None at all. I suspect we'll never know.
あ、タコ。 タコのおかげ？
Well, anyway, how goes the case? Still no sign of the fellow who was impersonating Spode?
てかこれキリンの椅子の座り方これで合ってんのかな？
Not a trace of him. Nor this creature you claim to have seen. He almost
そうだよ
certainly
ね。やっぱり
died
な
in
ん
the
か
fall.
3人で落ちてったんだよね。
And Miss Price?
Oh, she's being most helpful.
Ah,
Got a
so.
full confession. Honestly, I think she was just happy that somebody was paying attention to her for once.
プライスは捕まったんだ。
Accessory to Gilfrey's murder.
Well then, I suppose that just about wraps everything up.
Well, there is just one thing. Price had these notes on her, in this weird-looking skull. The boys at the yard don't know what to do with them, so I rather thought you might want to keep them.
Oh, Inspector Culver, I most assuredly do.
Do you think you'll go public with all this? Tell people what you know?
That will require some thought. Spode believed our whole society would collapse if people knew the truth, but, you know, I rather suspect we'll continue to muddle on just fine.
Well, let me know if you do decide to tell the world. I rather think I might just take a holiday that week.
巻き込まれたくないと。
Most wise, Inspector. Well now, how about that cup of tea?
Oh, yes. Very kind.
And this time, I'll be sure to put the milk in first, just the way Frumple likes it.
あれ終わった。
Well, old thing, how are you feeling now?
Well, not too bad, all things considered. They say it must have cracked me cranium on some rocks when it fell into the water. Doctor says nothing important was damaged, though.
Oh, just your head then?
Anyway, have the papers picked up on the case? What are they saying about me?
Well, I shouldn't worry yourself about that right now. My immediate concern is what to do about the research we found regarding these humans. Spode, or whoever he really was, seemed to think society would collapse if people found out about them.
I mean, it's a bit of a shock that these fellows ran the place before us, but look, if they were such clever dogs, what happened to them? Can't be that smart if they wiped themselves out.
Gilfrey's research doesn't say. Whatever happened to them, it didn't leave a lot of evidence, just traces really, underground or in deep caves. I suppose somebody must have found books or documents and set about moulding our society along the lines of theirs. It must have taken centuries though.
Some kind of secret society shaping the world? Sounds like utter bunkum to me. Anyway, what are we going to do about it? We have to tell people, don't we?
You know, Frumple, I rather think we do. We can't keep this secret. If people know the truth, then we can decide for ourselves. There's no reason to follow the path trodden by these long-dead humans. It's our world now, and I believe we have a duty to find our own way in it.
Plus, I'm bound to get a mention in the newspaper if we do.
Indeed so, Frumple. Well, I'm going to go and make a few arrangements, and then, once you're fighting fit again, we shall have a big announcement to make.
This won't do at all. Send out the word. I want Lord Winklebottom, dead or alive.
え
I say, Chabs, any chance you could let me out now? Getting a bit, peckish here now. Chaps? Chaps?
はい、というわけでロード・ウィンクルボトムの事件簿、これにて完結となります。いやまさかでしたね。割と壮大なバックボーンというか、人間がまさかこんな形で登場するなんてっていうところもあったかと思います。ね。でそうね、やっぱりカエルちゃんは何か世界的に暗躍している組織、なんだ BAC っていう組織だったのかな、の幹部的なね感じで生き残っていたようですね。まあなんか続編の含みがあるようなね感じで終わりましたし、もしね続編が作られるようであればぜひぜひ遊んでみたいなと。気になるもんねやっぱりね。この後の展開で、あとやっぱこのキリンとカバのキャラクターが個人的には好きだったな。そういうの重要だよね。あとはそうね、ポイントクリックアドベンチャーとしては難しい部類に入るんじゃないかな。なんか適当にクリックしてたらクリアできるみたいなタイプの、アドベンチャーゲームではなく、しっかりと、あまりヒントがない状況で、自分で考えてこういうパターンあんのかなとかね、こういう可能性あんのかなみたいな感じで、そのアイテムの組み合わせとか使いどころは考えなきゃいけない、割と難しいタイプのポイントクリックアドベンチャーでしたね。はい。まあ、歯応えのある方だったのではないかなと、いうことで、なんだ、まあ、続編を待ちつつこの辺でお開きにしましょうかね。はい。では、私他にもゲーム動画アップロードしております。よろしければそちらもご覧になってください。最後までご視聴いただきましてありがとうございました。